Jeremy Cook here for Cooked Audio, and I've been learning how to play guitar as well as how to modify one. To facilitate my experimentation, I came up with a modular plug setup that you can use to test out mods like custom kill switches and lighting. So let's see how I made it. Here's my new guitar versus my old guitar with custom kill switch on. This is going to be customized quite a bit too. Test it out, make sure it's a functional guitar before I start hacking on it. For $100, something like this could be a great tool to learn on if you want to see if you want to get something better. In my case, it's going to be a great way to learn a few guitar hacking techniques rather than doing it on something more expensive. I mean, it doesn't sound great, but it sounds functional. It appears this white wire is the tip, or the signal, whereas the black is the ground, I believe. So let's see. Just go ahead and mark the black with black so I don't forget it. Slip on some of this heat shrink first. You can't do it afterwards. I've learned that lesson plenty of times. So in order to implement my modular guitar system that I'm thinking of, I'm going to have to take this apart, put a 2-inch hole through here, and that will mean taking all this apart. So even though I thought I'd save some time getting this as a fully made guitar, you know, I'm having to take it apart again, kind of like a kit. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That looks a little nasty, but normally you'd never even seen that. The idea behind this guitar, having a hole in this, 2 inches, what I'll do is I'll use this plug, basically putting sort of electronics I want to put in, and it'll be like a quick disconnect thing. So yeah, so it'll go in there and I can maybe have a kill switch or effects thing or whatever else, and then I can swap it out real fast if I want to. Guitar setup, the guitar base with a couple of clamps on a milling machine. You know, here it's pretty much just acting like a drill press. So I'm going to use a Forstner bit, go down on this with 2 inches, got a bit of a spoil board underneath that basically it'll poke through there and not damage anything. Previous video I just used 1 clamp on this, but I'm going to use 2 clamps just to make sure it doesn't vibrate or go up or down. Yeah, it looks a little better. Not great. kind of a 3-layer design on here, so I guess that's meant to be so if you use a CNC router or something, you can make cool labels on it, I guess. In this case, it just kind of looks not so good. Let's put over that. To make things easy to connect and disconnect, I'm going to use these JST connectors. I'll solder these up to these black and yellow wires, and then I can just connect and disconnect my modules as needed. So for the second wire, what I'm going to do is intercept the signal, which will be the white wire going to the output, with one of these quick disconnects. Normal circumstances, I'll just put like a jumper in there so it just connects it, and hopefully that'll work okay. But that'll give me the freedom to basically modify the signal coming out of here directly. Prettiest thing I've ever seen, but plenty of room. So there we go, black mark for cutoff and a plus for additional signal. Got a little bit of a gap here because of the way it's printed. So, yeah, look at that. Somewhat accessible from the outside, but still kind of hidden away. So maybe that will work. Oh no. So in theory, this should be a functional guitar, but we will see. I'm not going to call this in tune at this point, but at least it's maybe tune adjacent. So it does work, so that's good. You know, it's got the dummy plug plugged in here. So in theory, I can play with this modular jack. I'll just have to kind of pull the wires out and come up with a couple things to do with it. So I've designed this new module to actually react. Let's see, as you twist it, it tries to keep the lights on the bottom. In theory, I should just have to push this out, disconnect it, and then push this in. It should work. It looks super rad, especially in person. Of course, this wiring still needs some work. Still a prototype. All right, so if I want to replace this, I just press this back in. And voila. So, would I recommend this type of modular insert? Yes and no. If you expect to take it to a show and swap it out to play different styles at a moment's notice, then this is not the solution for you. At the same time, if you want to try out different modifications without committing to one, like kill switches or lighting, then this could work very well. Further build info is available in the video description, and it shouldn't be too hard with access to a 3D printer and basic soldering skills. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. This is Jeremy Cook for Cooked Audio, signing off.